What is going on, YouTube? I am finally back with another video. Just this past weekend, I had the tremendous pleasure of going to a Comic Con called Old School Comic Con in New Hampshire. Um, it was, as you guys know, if you watch my channel, I go to a lot of cons. This was my first time going to this one. It was in New Hampshire, and I actually my dad, who buys and sells comics for who buys and sells comics more so, more so as just a hobby than more so as it's just a hobby than anything. um he was actually working this one, and I actually got to do it with him, and and was able to pick up uh, and was able to pick up entirely too much stuff. Yes, I'm not shitting you. Everything that you see in this box is brand new. So, and even the box is brand new. Um and me being me, I obviously did not think about where the hell I was going to bring. I obviously did not think about where the hell I was going to put another box before I decided to bring home, another box, full of stuff. So that probably would have helped, right? But anyway, let me show you what I got because I spent entirely too much money. First up, we have the Punisher Assassin's Guild. So front, back, side. This is an older Punisher comic, as you guys can probably tell. Uh, I do not see a date here. Um, oh, yep, 1988. So a few years before I was born. I was born in 92. Um, but yeah, very much looking forward to this. So that's one. And then another one, we have The Greatest Joker Stories Ever Told, hardcover. So front, back, side. And then it says 25 here, but I offered the guy 20 and he took it. So I only paid 20 for it. And it's a first print, 1988. But yeah, I am looking forward to reading this. So we have here Deadpool Bad Blood, story by Rob Liefeld. And this is actually, and hardcover. So front, back, side. And this is actually Deadpool's first graphic novel. And it's pretty sweet. So there's that. And then we have, next up, we have Superman, Batman Absolute Power. So front, back, side. And this was back when Jeff Loeb was still writing it. He did the first, I think he only did like the first three. Public Enemies, Supergirl, and then this one. But yeah, so there's that. And then this one is actually really, really cool. This one is actually really, really cool. I will probably read this and do a review on it at some point. But we have Dracula, the illustrated novel of horror by Bram Stoker. So front, back, side, and you have some really, really terrific black and white art in here. Some really, really terrific art. Black and white is not an easy thing to pull off. Um, but however, this is terrific for black and white. Um, and as you can see, yes, this is old as well. This is 1990, literally 2 years before I was born. But anyway, yeah, so there's this. And then we have Green Lantern Legacy, The Last Will and Testament of Hal Jordan. So front, back, side, and this is supposed to be quite good from what I understand. And then this is the only, they did have some comic creators there. Most of them, most of them I already met at previous cons. So this was the only book that I picked up and got signed. It is signed by the artist, however, right here. And it's called The Devil That Wears My Face, and it is, as you can probably tell, it is a horror comic. So front, back, side, and then we have, and these are a couple of books that I stole from my dad. I actually stole quite a bit from him. The Punisher movie special. Yes, the atrocious movie from 89. However, this was actually written by Carl Potts, who is a very, very good comic book writer. And I expect this to be better than the movie. And then we also have The Punisher, Die Hard in the Big Easy. So those were two books that I stole from him. And then we also have The Amazing Spider-Man, The Saga of the Alien Costume. Now this is just the Alien Costume saga. It does not include the Venom storyline. This is just the Alien Costume. So front, back, and these are all the books that it includes here. So front, back, side. And it was only $5. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. And then we have here we have Luna Park hardcover. I don't know anything about this book. However, it is supposed to be very good from what I understand. It is supposed to be quite good. So front, back, side. And then the next one I have here is a two-parter that I will take out. Hellboy, The Third Wish, two-parter. So number 1 and number 2. And it's by Mike Mignola, obviously. So very much looking forward to reading that. And then and we aren't even halfway through this box yet, if you can believe that. So we have that, and then we have another Dracula book, The Complete Dracula hardcover. So front, back, side, and then this, from what I understand, the story was actually written by Bram Stoker himself. Or was it? No, hang on. Okay, it's a story by Bram Stoker, um, adapted by Leah Moore and John Repton. But from what I understand, it is, it is an adaptation of the original novel. So, yeah, so this is going to be great. And then here we have Dark Rain, A New Orleans Story, hardcover. Front, front, back, side. And then this, I didn't know anything about this when I saw it, but I was looking through it. It looked good. And it says here, this might have been America's last week, but right now, this place is Dark Rain territory. And apparently it's about Hurricane Katrina. So I will most probably read this and do a review on it at some point. And then these next ones that I have here, one of these I bought. The other I stole from my dad. I stole quite a lot of books from him because he really had some stuff that I wanted. Metamorpho, The Element Man Returns, book 1. It's a mini series. So 2, 3, 4. So looking forward to these. And then these are the ones that I stole from my dad. Batman, Haunted Gotham, Elseworlds story. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have those. And then we have hold on one sec, guys. Let me just put this back. And then I may or may not have said this already. I don't remember. But I also have some prints, which I will also be showing. So I'll show those off, after I'm done with the books. The Punisher presents Barracuda by Garth Ennis. So front, back, and then side. And a lot of the stuff that I bought is out of print. I have a new policy going now when I go to buy books, because before, you guys probably can't tell, but I don't have, a ton of space over here. So, and my comic collection is just, is piling up and piling up. So I've started this new thing where I'm only going to buy comics that are either out of print, or comics that I can't get, from the library. Because, libraries also have a pretty large, collection of comics. And, and what's the point? And obviously, what's the point of buying it if you can just get it from the library, unless it's, something, that I really, really want to, to get signed or whatever. But yeah, so that's a new thing that I have going. And it's definitely going to save me, it's going to save me space. And then this, and then speaking of out of print books, The Punisher, Volume 1, or Essential Punisher, Volume 1. All of these essentials are out of print. And this one is not an easy one to find. This includes all of the Punisher's earliest appearances, from obviously his first appearance, Amazing Spider-Man 129, to all of his appearance from like the 70s and and stuff like that. So, and then Essential Punisher Volume 2. Love that cover. Front, back, side. And Volume 2 is his first ongoing ongoing series. So we have that. And even though I did spend a lot of money, I got pretty good deals on what I ended up getting. For example, the Essential Punisher books that I got, I asked the seller, I asked, the vendor, if I buy, a bunch of these trades, will you give me a good deal? And he's like, absolutely. So I bought, a bunch of stuff from him. It added up. What I got from him added up to 60. He only charged me like $45, which is pretty damn good. And this is actually one of the ones that I bought from him. The Last God, DC Black Label, hardcover. So front, back, side. And then and then these next ones are all ones that I stole from my dad. DC versus Marvel Comics. The trade. This is out of print. I stole this. In fact, you'll probably recognize this if you watched my Northeast Comic Con haul back in March, because I picked up all of the individual, issues for it. However, when I saw the trade, when I saw, that my dad had the trade, I was like, you know what? I'm stealing that because I'm probably going to get it signed. So there's this. The newest Batman Spawn crossover that happened a couple of years ago. So there's this. Batman Elseworld Annual number 18. Batman Year 1 Annual number 19. And then we're almost at the end of the box here. And then Jack Kirby's The Demon. I of course, am familiar with, Etrigan the Demon, but never actually read, any of the comics or anything like that. He was obviously in, Batman the Animated Series. He was in, the Justice League cartoon. He was in the 2 Justice League Dark animated movies. But like I said, I have never read any of the comics. And this includes the entire 16-issue Jack Kirby run. So front, back, side. And I am very, very much looking forward to this one. And then I have 5 more books here. I've got 5 more books here. One is a trade, 4 are one-shots. So Joe Hill's The Cape. front, back, side. And I remember getting this from the library originally. And I remember reading it and thinking, you know what, this is really, really good. And I am definitely going to reread this and probably do a review on it at some point. Probably do a review on it at some point because it was a really, really solid read. Yeah, so there's that. And then, like I said, one shots. Hellboy, double feature of evil. Hellboy, The Corpse. Batman, The Order of Beasts. Elseworld, Elseworld book. And then another DC Marvel crossover. Green Lantern, Silver Surfer. And that is it for the books. I did not, in fact, if you told me that I would come home, with literally a box full of new books, I would have laughed in your face. And then these are the prints that I got. Captain America #1, signed by the grandson of Joe Simon, Jesse Simon. And obviously, he made it out to me. He signed it. So, yes. And it's Captain America #1. I mean, come on. Yeah, so there's that. And then the next three that, now the prints were $20 each. However, the next ones that however, I ended up getting as many as I did because he actually said to me, if you buy the next three prints that I'm about to show you, he literally said to me, if you buy these three prints, I will only charge you $20 for all three, and I will throw in a fourth one for free. So I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, that's a bargain. And here we have, this is actually a picture of Joe Simon here, right here. And then these are all the characters that he, that he created or worked on, or, and, stuff like that. So there's that. And then we have, this is a really nice one. I really couldn't pass this one up. Captain America, The Return of the Red Skull. And obviously, he made it out to me. He signed it. So there's that. And then Captain America with Bucky. And it says, sincerely yours, Captain America and Bucky. And then this is the one that he threw in for free, which is pretty nice. No idea what it is, but like I said, he threw it in for free. And that is it. That is everything that I picked up. As you can tell, I spent entirely too much money. But, hey, I mean, the prices were all great. All the stuff that I picked up is out of print, is either, out of print or, all the stuff that I picked up is either, out of print or, or stuff, that you can't get at the library. So, I'm not complaining. But yeah, no, let me know, what you guys think of what I picked up. Have you read any of these? Have you read, any of the books that I showed off? What did you think of them? Like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.